This is what happens when a boozy gourmand grows up, get polished, and demands respect. Let's talk about Royal Blend Sequoia today. Hello everyone. Today I am reviewing Royal Blend Sequoia by French Avenue, a fragrance that instantly stood out to me the moment I sprayed it. This is a unisex boozy gourmand with woody depth, and everything about it is designed to feel rich and indulgent. This isn't your everyday citrusy fresh scent. This is the kind of fragrance you wear when you want to feel elevated, when you want the occasion to feel special. Whether the occasion is real or you are just in that mood, it's up to you. But this does work. Now let's talk about the DNA. Royal Blend Sequoia is inspired by Angel Share's Paradis, and that influence is very clear. It carries that warm, boozy, desert-like profile that Angel's Share fans will immediately recognize or connect with. However, it is important to understand that Sequoia does not feel like a clone. It takes the idea, that direction, and gives it a new life with its own identity. In the opening 15 to 30 minutes, you will be hit with the raspberry and a smooth cognac style boozy accord. The raspberry juice is deep, not bright, not synthetic, more like a rich jam rather than a fresh fruit. The boozy note is elegant, it doesn't burn your nose or feel alcoholic. It feels like the aroma of aged liquor lifting from a glass, warm, rounded, inviting. That first impression alone tells you this is meant to smell premium. One thing you would realize that this is not just a normal cheapie. It is definitely more than that. It doesn't smell synthetic, alcoholic in the first spray or in the first 15 to 30 minutes. There is absolutely no alcoholic burst that you get with normal cheapies. As Sequoia settles, the fragrance becomes more refined. A soft rose comes forward. It is not floral, not powdery, just enough to support the sweetness and give it a spine. And at the same time, there's a green mossy undertone which prevents the fragrance from tipping over into being too sugary. This is the phase where you feel the balance, the composition starts to make sense. It's still sweet, it's still warm, but now it's also structured. In the dry down, once you reaches that stage, the fragrance is at its best. You get a praline sweetness with a creamy, nutty, desert-like character paired beautifully with sandalwood and oak. This woody base raises the entire fragrance and it becomes mature, cozy, and extremely expensive smelling. Well, the longer this sits on the skin, the more it feels like a fragrance you want to lean into. And I think it becomes comforting, almost like a luxury blanket in scent form. See, emotionally, it gives you a vibe, or should I say, if I had to describe Sequoia in the feelings rather than notes, it feels like confidence, not loud, not attention seeking one, but a self assurance. The moment you walk into the room, people will recognize you. That's what it provides. Like warm, boozy, inviting, elegant, never childish, never chaotic. And if we compare this with other Royal Blend flankers, like Sequoia stands out for one major reason: balance. Like I have tried Royal Blend Normal, Royal Blend Nero. Those are heavy on the sugary side, the gourmand side. Those are there is a certain strictly sweet DNA that they carry, but Sequoia gives you more than that. Sequoia balances sweetness with fruit and wood, and it feels like a more refined evolution of the DNA. Why Sequoia stands apart? As I already mentioned, like it is not as heavy or syrupy, better variability is there. Fruit adds character, definitely, and there are woods as well. Like the moss, although I'm not a very big fan of moss smell, it's kind of bitter if I say, but that rose and moss combination is giving this perfume literally a spine, literally a moment, or literally a chance to evolve. If See why Sequoia stands apart. It is not as heavy or syrupy. It has definitely better variability. It has fruits that adds character to this. There is moss. There are other facets of this perfume that it feels more polished. If the original flankers feel like a dessert, Sequoia feels like a plated dessert in a five-star restaurant. Performance wise, Sequoia does really well. So see, the longevity that I get on my skin is like 8 to 10 hours, and it stays even longer on clothes. Projection is very noticeable within arm's reach for the first 2 3 hours. If you talk about sillage, it leaves a soft, warm trail. It's not definitely not a room filler, but definitely noticeable. It's not a beast mode monster, and it's not a skin scent as well. So it's sits right in that sweet spot of present but not overwhelming. Where and when Now let's talk about where and when to wear this particular fragrance. It is definitely meant to wear in cooler weather, evenings, and particular occasions. It is perfect for dinners, date nights, weddings, and night drives. But it is not ideal for high heat, gyms, and daily office wear. It's most at home in an AC environment, nighttime settings, and winter months kind of fragrance. And based on my experience, we should buy this perfume. I think you should buy only if you enjoy boozy, warm fragrances. You enjoy angel share style DNA. You enjoy gourmands with maturity and balance. Definitely, you can. This is a must buy for these folks. Skip it if you want fresh citruses, minimalist office scents, heat friendly perfumes only. This is not an ideal perfume for these kind of settings. So, all in all, if I had to summarize, Royal Blend Sequoia is a luxurious gourmand with a boozy and fruity twist. It offers strong performance, a premium feel, and a comforting, confident, and an elegant scent profile. It takes inspiration from Angel Share Paradis, but delivers it in a way that feels more approachable and more wearable without losing that magic. Stay tuned for more videos and please subscribe.